Hey everybody, and welcome to one of the first matches in the Hardway to Hell tournament 2025. The obligatory match between a system of vibrant colors and jooniejoone. Obligatory first round match, I should say, because that tends to happen every year. I don't have the record between those two, who's better than the other one. We shall see. Today is a fresh day, a fresh seed. We are playing Old Switcheroo, which is pretty much the standard Hardway to Hell setting. Also, we have boss shuffle. So, boss shuffle means that the bosses are moved around. At least two bosses are switched with each other. And the bosses unlock their home area. So if you find Dragon in Crate and defeat Dragon, that means you can go to Plasma, or you can even skip the bot wound fight. Didn't check anything here. I came in last minute. Give me something if you can hear me. Chat, hey chat, everybody, how you doing? Okay, no reaction from chat. I'm just gonna keep talking. Okay, you hear me perfectly fine. That's great. So yeah, Hardway to Hell, which is a wonderful, great tournament organized by, I believe, those two. Oh no, was it Vibrant Colors and Kai Zenton, who's also on tracking today? Hey, Kai Zenton. Between those three, this gets organized somehow. First little difference here, Colors is not playing with a moonwalk on. What is this, 2017? I don't know. But yeah, once you get used to playing the game without moonwalk, it's probably super hard to switch off that. Alright, so yeah, let's get into the setting, Hardway to Hell. We have a couple of removed items. We, for example, have super fun combat turned on, which means there will be no plasma beam in the seed, there will be no screw attack in the seed. And there might be no spacer and no wave beam, but those can be in the seed. Also, we are playing with super fun suits turned on. That means there is a maximum of one suit in the seed. It is possible we don't see a suit at all here. So, vanilla start, we get Alpha Missiles and Morph Pedestal Morph. We might pretty soon run into our first locations holding nothing. We got a reserve tank here. They are absolutely valuable in this mode. You pretty much pick up everything. As you might have noticed, we don't have an item fanfare, so there's no point in worrying about losing time for picking up something like a reserve tank. You absolutely want that energy. With only missiles in hand, the only choice to do is here. Go up the elevator, go towards Bomb Torizo, and find some way through that wall. We have all the movement items available, so there are all the speed boosters, all spring balls, all high jumps, and all space jumps in the seed. So that means suitless Meridia might be a possibility. We also are playing with slowest progression, so you can always expect to go through a lot of hoops before you find something that will let you progress at any point. This is a full randomized. We have no major minor, although it did look like it with the reserve tank in the ceiling. But no, we have just full, so there could be power bombs at Bomb Torizo. There could of course also be bombs or speed booster. Another little detail in these seeds, barrier tweaks, they are turned on. That means if you pick up the item from Bomb Torizo, you will get the fight against Bomb Torizo. We will not be seeing Moon Dance today, we get early power bombs. So in these early stages of the seeds, what you pretty much do is you just check everything. You go everywhere you can, everything that isn't hot or wet, and then on your way you will find out what the seed wants from you, if you have to do deep hell runs or if you have to do some Suitless Meridia. Often it's a combination of both. In these boss shuffle seats, I think it's pretty common that Fantoon is in lower Norfair and Wrecked Ship holds something important. Yeah, everything that isn't hot or wet, title of your... I don't want to say the word tape. Boss runners deciding to go for 230s first. And after that, they could make the decision going back down into Blue Brinstar. More missiles there. You are definitely happy about missiles in this mode, because it's always good to see anything at the position you are checking. So Joonie going up. Going up is a good choice, actually, because with those 5 power bombs, they are not enough to actually check all the items that are down there. With Old Mother Brain, Billy Mace, and the Construction Zone item, you would need 1 more power bomb to get to all those checks. So it's better just to do that afterwards. For now, continue through Green Brinstar. Oh, there's a power bomb drop. It's not that important because we are going into Green Brinstar. Joonie farming for missiles here, so he doesn't have to farm along the way. You want the 10 missiles to be able to go into both rooms of Green Brinstar Reserve. Kai making a good point. You should get used to that. Kai usually making a lot of good points. There's a total ammo of 90 missiles, 60 supers and 60 power bombs. So that's barely enough ammo to finish the game with. Sometimes ammo can be also placed in awkward spots. So you just pick up everything. We got more energy behind Norfair Reserve. That's pretty good. It can happen easily in these seats that you play like 3/4 of an hour before you find your first energy tank. This is the first little indicator that it might go down into first upper Norfair and then maybe even lower down. Colors here, awesome mockball, reverse mockball in early supers. Now going down to Edecoons, it's the first time you run into an item location that you can't check right now. That is this door. You don't have runners don't have supers, and no supers right in front of the door. That's always like the key at the doormat. Under the doormat, got one more chance. That is the back of Edecoons, actually meeting the little critters. And if there are supers there, that's also fine. These seats also have a tendency to hide away at least one of the important ammo items. In this case, it is the supers. Now entering Big Pink, of course, that sucks. If you don't have supers, there's a whole bunch of locations you can't check without supers. And Joonie wants to get his power bombs full. Those 5 are actually enough to check everything, even if you do find supers. If you apply a bit of ammo conservation strats. I almost said conversation. That would be cool if you could converse ammo. No, but you have to conserve ammo. Nothing there. There are no hidden items. That's also a thing in Varia Randomizer, that items can be placed inside an invisible orb, but not here. Joonie did not check Charge Beam? That's a choice. Looks like Joonie wants to straight up go for the Spore Spawn fight. Color showing us what's there, and it's a reserve tank. So I'm sure Joonie will check that after the Spore Spawn fight. Going to this fight absolutely makes sense in this situation, because it is a really slow check, but you also need the supers to keep going to the right. So usually you would see runners doing this, but for example, who was it? Was it Nick Player yesterday? who decided not to do that. And it hurt him a little bit. It made Dang go into the lead for a while. I hope it was like that and not vice versa. Let's go, Spoon. Another little fight where you can apply Doppler strats with the missiles you got, same as in the Phantom fight. Moving towards the thing you are shooting at will make you hit more missiles. That was like 3 from Joonie, that's pretty good. We see Colors. Colors, she didn't go for Dopplers, she just straight up shot a couple missiles in. Hitting like 2, it looks like. Of course, if you Doppler your missiles, same as the Doppler effect and like sound, stuff like that, the missiles will go in at a higher frequency, so you can usually get in some more before that chestnut closes again. Joonie is the first one through. And yes, gets the moonfall, awesome. Oh, baby, again Super is at the intended first spot in the vanilla game. Yep, Colors deciding she wants all those power bombs. Good choice. You need them. So now runners can continue playing the game. Having found all the ammo, usually you would see them go back to Edecoons and check out what's behind that green door. Not necessarily. There are probably a couple of runners who will be daring enough to skip that. More supers, super locked at Wavegate. Of course, Colors not having Moonwalk turned on has to use a slightly different strat for this room, but works out perfectly fine for her. Another powerbomb drop, that's neat. It's not very common to get one from those, it's 2 or 4%. In this pre-Mission Impossible room that Joonie is in, you sometimes have to be really careful because those side hoppers do 80 damage. But of course, runners having collected all that energy should be an issue. Colors starting with that mischeck at Edecoons. And Joonie going down now for his second reserve tank. Let's see if Joonie... Let's skip that. Okay, let's find out what Joonie is going to miss. With 3 power bombs, you can't really do much in Blue Brinstar. Ooh, that's a nice find. And it's nothing at Edecoons, so just a bunch of wasted time. You can't do a lot, but you can do a little. You can check the construction zone item and even continue up back into criteria if you really want to. Of course, it's possible Joonie finds more power bombs here. It's an E-tank. Okay, that's good. And Colors on her way back into Big Pink. So in Boss Rando, the decision coming up next for Joonie is a bit of an awkward one. On the one hand, you would like to check everything in Wrecked Ship because it's one of the areas you can explore more easily. On the other hand, the likelihood of Phantom being there is, I believe, a little under 25%. Somebody do the math for me. It's not exactly 25% because bosses are a bit more likely to not be vanilla. And Joonie now checking X-ray, but since this is always in logic, you are not too likely to find anything good in X-ray. But of course, even a missile pack, totally worth it. $5 and 24? Yeah, if you say so. Like I said, I didn't do the math and I couldn't do the math. This math is too hard for me. Kind of getting caught by that waiver. Those guys suck. And she decides to go slowly in exchange for not getting another spike hit on 121 HP. Could tank 2 hits before popping the reserves. It's an E-tank. I didn't spot that before. And I didn't see what was at charge. Must have been supers because Joonie is on 15. So ammo coming together nicely. Of course, we only have 1 pack of power bombs, like always. Because why would you want to have an early crystal flash in this? Alright, but with 4 plus 2 energy and space jump, hell run should be fairly easy for those 2 runners. Well, okay, Color's just on 3 plus 2 because she didn't go to construction zone. Also, she's deciding to go up here and gonna check out maybe only top of Red Tower, but maybe she will continue. And we will find out who is living in Rig Chip today. Joonie also skipped the crate area, leaving all the boss areas for later. More supers. Ammo is really good. We are getting pretty close to the territory where you could always defeat Ridley. Like 2 more E-tanks and 2 more super packs and you can feasibly defeat the bird. Colors gets eaten. Ooh, that's something you don't want to do. Okay, he's fine. Got the not too many frames jump off those crumble blocks. Yeah, this is a great area to farm power bombs. It's not a great area to farm energy. Another reserve tank there at beta power bombs. So let's see what Colors decides to do next. I think both would be a good choice here. There's no right or wrong. And Colors continues up. I don't know what the minimum really energy for Hardway to Hell logic is. My gut tells me it's somewhere around 5 to 6 tanks total. If the supers are enough. Even more energy at high jump, and I think there was 1 more tank before high jump even. Yeah, this is super easy mode hell runs now for Joonie. And Joonie pre-checking this item at Croc Escape. It's a pack of missiles. You want to keep that in the back of your mind. It's not super important. But it might become important if you don't find charge in the end. Then you definitely want to exit Norfair this way to pick up that extra pack of missiles. Alright, Colors showing us what's at landing side power bombs. It's power bombs! That's awesome, actually. Now Colors can continue through Gauntlet and get 3 more item checks in. Colors gets yoinked, but luckily towards the ceiling, not towards the ground, which is where you lose all your energy. That acid drains you at a rate of 5 million HP per millisecond. Also more power bombs for Joonie here. So once Colors gets down to upper Norfair, she will definitely be on a Crystal Flash. Oh, and more energy. So Joonie now on Ridley ammo and definitely on Ridley energy. Bunch of ammo in Gauntlet, but good ammo. I think it was 2 supers and 1 missile pack. Colors probably not quite on the amount of ammo she would like against the Ridley. Not the ammo. The ammo too, but the energy. And Speed Booster has a nothing and a nothing, just a Gaslight Orb. Colors doing a save scum save. It's now gonna find out there's an E-tank at construction zone and will carry that out. Gonna go out on a limb here. She's not going to reset that E-tank. Kai spitting facts again, and so is Fishing Boo. Because ABC in Hardway to Hell... is it the law? I don't think anybody would ever skip Croc in this. I can't imagine that actually happening. Especially with Space Jump in hand, where you can really check everything that is at Croc. And it looks like Colors found one more E-tank there at Old Mother Brain. And so is Joonie, finding one more before Wave and leaving that for the way out. Nice! That's something you rarely see, people gate glitching their way out of Wave Beam. If you do it as fast as Joonie did here, that really saves time. Mori at Billy Mays. This is a super healthy seed, but it also comes with a bit of a sour note, because the more E-tanks you find up here, the less likely you are going to be to find E-tanks in Lower Norfair where you really want them. And of course Joonie now betting on Croc, because what else are you gonna do? Come on, it's Hardway to Hell, of course you go to Croc. And yes, all 18 tanks are in the item pool. I believe there are certain settings that we could be playing one of the weeks where there's not all the energy available, but in this setting, all tanks are there. Blink and you miss it. Croc already down. More energy. Oh man. Okay, Joonie is on 9. Plus Billy Mays, Old Mother Brain, that Colors found. Yeah. That doesn't leave a lot to lower north here. Why do you need more than 6 or so tanks? Because it is not only possible, but actually very likely that we are not going to find Barrier in this seed. Meanwhile, Joonie finding Charge Beam. And playing Lower Norfair without Barrier Suit, that's pretty taxing for your health. Ah, okay, Colors got out. Nice. Colors showing us who's living in Wrecked Ship today. Since this is... Oh, never mind. You don't need any of those tanks. Okay, this is now turning into a very easy Hardway to Hell seed. What's going on here? I did not expect that. So, the one item Joonie now wants the absolute most is one more pack of power bombs. Because with one more pack of power bombs, Joonie will be able to Crystal Flash and be able to defeat any boss. Because Joonie, of course, would be able to defeat Dragon, no issues. But Joonie wouldn't be able to get out of Dragon's room without a Crystal Flash. Could also, of course, hope to find Grapple Beam that would enable him to escape. And of course, we might find High Jump and Spring Ball that would also enable runners to escape. Joonie farming up. That's indicating Joonie wants to go down into Lower Norfair because, of course, that's absolutely what you would want to do here. A little save there because bootless Lava Dive is not free. You have so many attempts with this energy, but still, better safe than sorry. And we gotta... Oh, that's actually super bad for Colors to find Phantoon here, because now Colors is going to check the entirety of Wrecked Ship. I mean, there could be big items that Joonie will have to go and find later. Of course, all the movement items could be hidden in Wrecked Ship, or even just one movement item, because we will need to find definitely High Jump Boots. And then we would need to find either Grapple, or Spring Ball, or Ice Beam. With any of those 3 items plus High Jump Boots, runners would be in go mode. Joonie going for a setup here, entering this room very quickly. Carrying along the flame. Okay, missed the flame, no problem. That's lava isn't actually draining your health too much. Turning around in the flame, climbing up with the iframes. Ah, I'm missing the wall jump. And Joonie should learn to adjust his camera with Moonwalk. That's way faster. Ah, again, not close enough. And this is why you save before doing this. There are so many factors for you to think about and so many ways this can go wrong. Joonie showed us 2 already. Not getting a spin jump and twice not quite reaching the far wall. Again, this time getting actually hit by the flame in a pose where you get knocked back. This is good again. And another fail. Not getting the wall jumps in quickly enough. So yeah, it's like a million things that can go wrong here. And this is probably death for Joonie. Yeah, okay. No issue, that's why he saved. Let's go again. I'm really hoping for something here in Red Chip to make this worthwhile. Oh, so far it's nothing. Color setting up for a save scum here, that's something that has become more powerful with one of the more recent Varia randomizer updates, because now you can push a button combo and quickly reset back to the last save you made. Alright, cut the flame. Okay, has to carry another one. Turn around good. Climb good. That looks good. Yep. And it's very easy to even fail after that. Just one wrong input and you're falling back down. But no. On his second attempt, Joonie gets it first try. And there we saw the quick reset from Colors back to her last save. It's super fast and definitely worth in this situation. Joonie doing something that I personally don't like, but people have different views on this. And that's going the intended way towards GT. I would always prefer to go in the back doorway, pre-check the item, and if it's a good item then reset to the save station and actually pick the fight. Oh, Joonie getting caught out here. The holsters and the flame-throwing thingies. They are rough. And yeah, it's a reserve, so that wasn't really worth it. Not with Varia Suit and all that energy already. Wave Beam is great. Yeah, Wave Beam that's really good, especially with charge already. Touché. But you could also have just gotten that Wave Beam going from the back. So my point stands. So apart from movement items, Joonie very much in a position to be able to finish the game here. What you just saw there was Colors just walking towards the left and then turning around. She didn't even look at the item because she saw that the little dot on the map disappeared once she revealed the map tile, so she knew that there is no item there. And Bowling Chorizo doesn't want to grab on to Colors. Joonie getting rid of those pirates with missiles. You actually want to leave yourself on 10 of those. And that's what Joonie does. Also because that last pirate just died. I mean, Joonie doesn't have a crystal flash right now, but he might at any point find another power bomb pack. Colors show. Oh, that's Ice Beam! Oh no! Ah, okay. Kai's saying nobody's getting that ice beam. Well, you say that. Oh, that's Spring Ball. Alright, okay. So Ice Beam and Spring Ball in Wreck Ship. That means that Junie will also have to go there at some point. And this might actually play out well for Colors in the end. So what might happen here is Dragon in Lower Norfair and Junie not getting away, finding any item to make him get out of Dragon's room. Oh, Junie just now realizing that he's only on 4 power bombs. You would need 5. Good catch, Junie. Nothing at Fireflies, so you just pick up a couple of power bombs. Probably all that are available. And on 9, Junie will be fine. Would have been fine on 8, but 9's better. So worst case scenario for Junie, finding Dragon here and having to return to that later. And of course Junie knows that. That's why he takes the save. Oh yeah, obviously Junie farmed up all the way in case he finds power bombs at Power Bombs of Shame. In that case he would be on a Crystal Flash and wants all the power bombs he can get. Easy way to farm those in the front of Ridley Store. But might not even be necessary. Junie would need to find power bombs here. It's not. So, Junie has no way out of Dragon's room. I assume if Dragon is down here that Junie will still go through the fight, hoping to find Grapple Beam in there. Because with that Grapple Beam, Junie could escape. Of course, Junie also has to expect Ridley down here, and I don't think he wants to do that entire fight with his wave charge beam, so I assume he will be farming a bit here. Maybe not quite up to 30 supers, but somewhere in the vicinity. Meanwhile, Colors is showing us one more boss. We already got Phantoon at home. Will Crate also be at home? Oh, that's Ridley. Alright. So, Junie, you can stop farming. Ridley isn't there. Actually, nobody tell him, because that would be illegal. One more advice to Junie is to kill those orbs, because it looks like we have a bit of lag going on here. So we got a 50-50 for Dragon, where Junie is right now. Oh, this is exciting. If this is Dragon, Colors is so back in this. I mean, there has to be high jump somewhere around then. Or, you know, grapple. Oh, it is Dragon! Oh my god! Let's go! We got a race here. And it's super exciting to find out what's going to be in the back of Lower Norfair now. We don't get to see what is behind Dragon though. I am super assuming to find high jump or grapple or speed booster at one of those 3 item checks here at the back of Lower Norfair. Oh, or that works too. So Joonie can actually defeat Dragon now. I think he should also check the other 2 item locations before going in. Looks like he's not interested. Nah, just the 3rd powerbomb pack. That will be fine. Joonie now has so much energy he has to get down from before fighting Dragon. I think we might see a couple of accidental key hunter hits right now. Those will reduce the health by 100 each. Oops. Okay, just the one. Alright. Another save, of course, because exiting Dragon with a Crystal Flash interrupt, that has also a whole bunch of fail conditions. You definitely want to save before that. And Colors is going back up. Okay, Colors collected a good chunk of energy and is above 30 supers now, so looks a lot like Colors. No, okay, she's not going to fight Ridley. That's what I thought she would do. Where's she going? Oh yeah, and I now realize that damaging down against key hunters would probably have been pointless, because you are farming up some miners anyway. Okay, Colors is refilling her health. That's not true, Kai. I also know about that refill room. Crate's area in general is great. Oh yeah, and Sibirien is also pointing out that we still need supers, so damaging down pointless. Oh yeah, and Joonie re-entering the room to get his power bombs to 15. You want as many tries as possible. Usually this works within like 2 or 3 tries, unless Dragon is a real bee about it. If she keeps swooping and you light your crystal flashes and abort them, then you can get drained pretty quickly. Question is, what ammo do you want to be on for this? Yeah, and Joonie finally turning on Warrior Suit, because this has taken forever. Oh yeah, also something I just realized once again. You don't actually... Usually you don't actually use your entire ammo in a Crystal Flash for exiting Dragon's room. Because the Crystal Flash most of the time gets interrupted before your Crystal Flash digs into the supers. So there's a good chance Joonie will still be on like 10 supers. Oh, that's not a good energy. 58 is not good, and you can't get up there. Oh no, Joonie. Okay, okay. No, that's not enough still. So that takes off 4 energy. Joonie will have to do that once more right now. And not get hit. 50 is good. You can Crystal Flash on 50. Looks like Joonie moved a slight bit there. I got 3 more tries. Yeah, that should be it. And we have no supers left. Almost. Used almost all of them. I think that was... Well, anyway, it's not great. This fight will take a while. Also, you have to be slightly careful. Oh, that's this Goop Spark interrupt. According to Kai, it's easier to fight with that because you don't lose your spark too quickly. Oh, what happened there? Oh, it's a reset. Oh, okay. So Joonie has to try again. Colors starting to be more and more hot on Joonie's heels. Will be able to easily defeat Dragon. Well, I say easily. She has a way more comfortable powerbomb situation here. It's going to be a while before that, though. Colors will be first going to Croc to find her barrier suit. Then also will be going to GT, I assume. And she will also be carrying out that wave beam, I assume. Alright, here we go. Dragon Act 3. And yeah, farm up those powerbombs. And the wave gate not behaving for colors. Resorted to a super there. And gets it done with a missile in the end. Joonie getting a powerbomb drop from those flyers. That's cool. Doesn't have to re-enter the room if he wants to be on full powerbombs. Those flies can start missiles, but they really only start using dropping missiles once you're on full health. Really looking forward to Colors' reaction when she sees Warrior Suit on 11 E-Tanks. Joonie wants to get shot by the turret, but the turret isn't shooting. There we go. as the CF, and this time Joonie coming out of it with 15 supers, pummeling them into Dragon. Oh yeah, and you get this, I don't know what it's called, as long as you are moving, you are invincible, so that's really good. So this game mode, it's Hardway to Hell, where you get a maximum of 1 suit, no plasma beam, no screw attack. It's possible no spacer is in the seat. It was possible no wave beam is in the seat, but we found that. Yeah, that's what I thought. 2 supers into the Chozo holding barrier suit on, what's that, 12 energy tanks. And that's Dragon dead. On the 3rd try, Dragon dies for the first time. Now all Joonie has to do is not lose the stored spark, exit the room, and exit Lower Norfair. It's more power pops, hey, okay. So where's high jump? Is high jump at Franker Z? Or would it be Speed Booster there? We also have... No, we have seen Billy Mays, but we haven't seen Climb Supers. Oh yeah, of course Ridley. Yes, of course Ridley could also have the boots. Very good point. As he usually does. Joonie got out. Not an issue. So Joonie ahead for now, but Joonie will have to go into Wrecked Ship. I believe at least. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Joonie will need either Spring Ball or Ice Beam, right? Could he do it with X-Ray, I'm wondering. No, because you have to get up Main Street. Or Mount Everest, rather. Right. Alright, colors straight up going for Ridley. You assume correct, there will be no gravity suit. So we do need to find high jump boots. And once Colors finds high jump boots, she will be in go mode. Joonie, on the other hand, will still have to make his visit into Wrecked Ship. Well, you say nobody is getting that, but you know, you will have to go bowling to get Spring Ball, and if you have Speed Booster at that point, you will also definitely get Ice Beam. And Franker Z, here we go. Is holding X-Ray. Ooh. I do believe X-Ray climbs are in logic for this. But we still have the Ridley fight going on. Boots might be behind Ridley, absolutely. It's a very, very common spot to find them. Yep, there they are. So this is very much Colors in go mode. Ammo is really good. She would have to do some charge shots to get through the fight. But if I'm Colors, I'm not even going to GT anymore. So I wouldn't be finding Wave Beam, but she might. This also means that Colors has a variation of ways to get out of Dragon's Room. She can do the same thing as Joonie, or she could just double springball jump out. But why wouldn't this be full go mode? She can get anywhere now. Oh, she can absolutely get to bot wound with this. With a Crystal Flash clip, no issue. That's very much in logic for Hardway to Hell. So considering this is a Hardway to Hell seed, Colors knows where Ice is. If I wouldn't know Ice is there, I would probably also be checking a bit. But knowing it's speed locked in top of rack chip, I'm not checking anything anymore. Okay, this is uncallable. This is really cool. No idea who gets out of this first. If Colors skips a lot, she should actually be in a really good position. She will only need this one try for Lava Dive thanks to Boots. I didn't see where, but somewhere Joonie farmed up all his miners. So he's in a really good position to fight Ridley here. Yes, Colors is going right. That's good. Did she take a save? The speed buff. Yeah, that's good enough. I know what you mean. Oh no, Colors! No! I mean, yeah, Wave is kinda worth it. But is it on that ammo? I guess with no zap skip, it should be at least time neutral. Colors also knows she won't be finding Ridley down there. Oh, she resets it. Okay. I respect that. And we are N8 minutes in for Colors. Yeah, I can only assume there was a check for speed. There isn't really anything else she would want. She would want and knows where it is. That doesn't know where. Oh, you know what I mean. So in Vanilla Gruff, that's where where Colors found her spring ball. And at the wrecked ship reserve tank is where Colors saw Ice Beam. Ooh. Color's almost dropping. Ooh. Didn't get the block out. And again, didn't get the block out. There we go. Hey, that's a cool jump over that key hunter. Color's also still taking a save, wants to be on the safe side against, for her, possibly Dragon. Of course we know it is Dragon, that's the only thing she would be saving for. Joonie wants more energy. Nah. He doesn't actually want that, it's just that without item fanfare, you don't usually look at the item, you just run into it. Whatever it is, it's going to be fine. So where do we think Speed is? Speed going to be at Shack Tool maybe? Speed behind Crate and Meridia? Oh, okay. That would actually be super helpful. Because Crate is the best boss to find in East Meridia when you have Speed Booster. Oh, Crate's Closet, that's a good one. Yeah, I like that. So Crate would be holding on to Speed Booster, but it wouldn't be helpful at all. Alright, Colors being on just 5 power bombs will have to do it. Well, not the old-fashioned way, but what are you gonna call it? I guess it's actually the newest way. The zoomer way out with a double springboard jump. I know what you mean. I was able to double springboard jump before I was able to grapple out too. So Joonie about to run into a face full of nothings until right to the end when he will gladly accept that spring ball. By that time, I guess colors might already be in in Meridia, in one of the Meridia. Yeah, you definitely want those power bombs still. Because Crystal Flash Clip with no suit can be a harsh mistress. Joonie about to find another ball of air. And yeah, double springboard jump, not the easiest thing in the world. Especially timing the first jump right. That's the main thing about it. It might be early, but might also be good. Then, of course, the pause spams are super important. What I've noticed helped me a lot is not holding my controller in my hand, but laying it down to a solid surface. AKA my desk. Yeah, looks like we got a bit of lag here. Should be on SpeedGaming side. I apologize. It's better to do this from the ledge because you can fall short. That's never happened to me. That's interesting. I would definitely do the double SB closer to the upper ledge. Because I'd be afraid to be too far to the left. Come on, Carlos, you can do this. I looked early again. Let's see. No, okay. Got a bit of rubber banding going on here right now. Yeah, unfortunately, this is starting to become good for Joonie again. Carlos is taking a whole lot of time getting out of here. Well, for me, it's good again. But you can't hear this if your stream is frozen, so I don't know why I just said that. Come on, Carlos. So Joonie about to get the bad news first. Has to climb up once more. Joonie, you had wave beam, you could have used that. So that's the bad news, and right after comes the good news. item, that is Gomo Joonie. I love it when Spring Ball is your Go Mode item. It got memed on so hard. Joonie deciding not to pick up those missiles, despite being one tile away from them. It's still a time save if you grab them. Come on, Colors. Nah, didn't get the jump this time. Of course, you want to jump as late as possible. And once again, not. You have to press before reaching the apex. I don't think it works at the exact apex, I'm not sure. So you want to delay it as far as possible, which inevitably means you will lose it a couple of times pressing too late. So Joonie with a quick refill at the ship. Now be making a beeline towards Meridia. And being in go mode, I don't think we see any item checks from Joonie anymore. Of course we will see what is behind Botwoon. And it's a good possibility to, that we see Joonie checking what's at Precious, maybe even behind Crate, but that should be it. Next attempt from Colors. That's too early. I fear that's not gonna work. Yeah, already moving down. Could have already aborted this try. To go through the Evia room and skip Botwoon, I believe you have to underwater wall jump to go that way, if I'm not mistaken, so it's questionable Joonie knows how to do this, but of course Joonie is very good at weird tech. Ah! Dang it, Joonie. What are you doing? You can get a cool entry into Main Street with a springboard jump up to that ledge you need to be on. We will also now be seeing a couple of springboard jumps on Joonie's side. Oh, you can springboard jump in East Keg Alley? Interesting. I have to practice that, because I also hate underwater wall jumps. And in my head this is keyboard proprietary tech. It is impossible on a controller. It's my firm belief and you can't get me off that. More power bombs, and yeah, I would want those. Although on 25, I don't know. Yeah, probably for the peace of mind, it would be worth it picking that up. Five more tries. And how many tries will it take, Joonie? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say he will get it first try. I once saw a race, it wasn't even a Hardway to Hell race with Joonie. He entered Aqueduct and while entering realized he doesn't have a lot of power bombs. So he went in and out of Aqueduct and farmed those crabs until he was kind of full. He had a lot of power bombs. And then he got it first try. And stream is lagging again, right when we get to the interesting part for Joonie. Oh, rubber banding. We see double springboard jump action. And if you don't... Oh, first try, that's awesome. If you don't know what to do, it makes it a bit more complicated once you get used to it. It's the same as every other springboard, double springboard jump. Here you can do another double springboard jump. Springboard jump up to the lower ledge and do a flat leap from there. Exactly like that. Thank you. I was away for a split second, but the save station is pink on Joonie's minimap. That means he saved. As you would. Even 29 power bombs are not a guarantee to get it. There are no really good visual cues to do that. You pretty much have to do it by feel alone. So probably every runner has their own spot where the explosion of the power bomb has to be for you to do the jump. But that's not super precise. It's just a little help. Don't despair, Colors. I know you know how to do this. You're gonna get this. Okay, she was moving upwards. Let's see. No, okay. And Joonie turned off his warrior suit after a while again. Ooh. It was almost a bit too close for comfort, but now he's in the perfect spot energy-wise. So what I like to do with Wave Beam here is pre-kill all those enemies, because otherwise on your first attempt they will call a whole bunch of lag. But maybe you even want the lag, because it might be better for your timing. 3, 4, looks slightly late. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna stop here. Just let the man cook. Color's probably resetting her hands a little bit here. Doesn't look like Color's screen is moving anymore. Or maybe she just went out of the application for a while. Oh no, it reset for Joonie. Colors is out. Let's go. Enjoying that moment on top of the ledge for a little while. And Joonie failing his first set of attempts for Crystal Flash Clip. Maybe giving Colors a little bit of an alley back into this race. Oh, so he leaves the correct amount of energy for a Crystal Flash in the reserves, and then he moves away as soon as they get popped, I guess. We'll have enough iframes and enough time before the Metroid sucks on him again. That's a good way to do it. I like that. Never thought of that. That's good. There we go. It was a reasonable amount of attempts on his second set of attempts. Let's just call it first try and move on. So, Colosseum with only space jump. It is very easy, but it's also very scary. Because if you drop down into the quicksand, that's it. You have to start over, try again, and do another Crystal Flash clip. And we all know how easy it is to drop a space jump input. Finding grapple there would have been the peace of mind item in Joonie's case. Now you really have to do this. So, Joonie probably going to double springboard jump up again. We saw Nick play yesterday. Straight up underwater wall jumping all the way to the ledge on the left. That was so sick. I don't think... Did he actually pull it off, or did he in the end resort to double springboard jump? Because on his first attempt he got super close to the ledge and dropped like millimeters away from it. Yeah, but seeing so many Ubus string together, that was just sick. Love that. Oh, Joonie already out. Joonie getting all those first try double springboard jumps. Here comes the scary part. Yeah, take your time. If it's slow, it doesn't matter. You don't have to be fast space jumping through here. You just don't want to drop your inputs. Land on a platform. That's perfectly fine. Never mind. Stay a while and kill the Metroids. Perfectly fine. Even bonk the ceiling. Whatever. As long as you don't drop. And now take the save, because of course. Yeah, we need loads of ammo for crate. Let's see, will Joonie show us precious? Yep, and it's going to be power bombs, which we don't actually need anymore. Also, checking behind crate would be very much worth it in my opinion. Because if it's speed, then that'll save you a bit of springboard jumping. But it's just going to be single springboard jumps from here on out. No more double springboard jumping. Unless Joonie wants to exit to the north of West Meridia. Then he'll have to do some of those again. Crate's holding on to speed indeed! Hey! That's such a cool find there. Zooming up. Oh, yeah. You can get... Oh, that's such a cool gravity jump. I love that one. Oh, Joonie didn't get it. Okay. Joonie actually has to do this one, right? I love this. This looks so sick. Have to turn around at the ledge there, and then you shoot up, and you are through. Yeah, not taking the save is fine, because even if you make a mistake and drop there, okay, you have to fight Crate again. It's not the end of the world. A tile in from the ledge. That's interesting. Didn't know that. That sawtooth jump height pattern coming in again. Colors is farming up power bombs here. I think I would have personally preferred to do that in Janitor's Closet. It's the same amount of door transitions, and you don't have to run all that way every time, and you get 4 instead of 3. Oh, what I'm saying, no, you can't, because Crate isn't dead. So yeah, this is probably the best spot for Colors to farm power bombs, my bad. Is Joonie actually double springboard jumping out here? I mean, it saves time if he gets it in 1 or 2 attempts. And this one is the easy one, that's just a single springboard jump. After that you have to do a very horizontal double springboard jump. Again, me personally, my springboard jumps are somewhat reliable, but I still wouldn't go for this. Alright, sorry, I was just checking on a work thing. If a train got cancelled, because if it had gotten cancelled, I would have had to leave for work now. But it didn't, so I can stay and come to the end. Okay, Colors with another double springboard jump. Let's hope this one goes a bit smoother than the one out of Dragon. You don't have to do this from a crouch. I don't think it makes it harder to do from a crouch, but you can just do it from a stand. Yeah, I do work to satisfy my bill-paying addiction. Joonie is in Turian after 90 minutes. So this is fairly normal for a H2H seed. So, one of the more important things in this is you start pressing left as quickly as possible. This should be... yeah, and you have to stop pressing left at some time. It's not easy. It's a rougher double springboard jump. The roughest one, in my opinion, is the one to get out of the top portal from Mount Everest. I didn't actually see if Joonie got that in the end. But I never saw him in Red Tower, so I assume he did. Despite having speed booster, Joonie did not get back to wreck ship and get that ice beam. SMH my head. Has to slowly kill the Metroids with power bombs here. I'm being facetious. Of course you wouldn't get that ice beam. Setting up for baby skip. Oh, did Joonie save the art? Nice. Fine art. Ooh, that got close. But we're good. Joonie's still gonna fill up here. So correct me if I'm wrong here, but if you jump from a crouch, that should give you a bit more upwards velocity when setting off for your first jump. So I guess doing this double springboard jump from a crouch is indeed a little bit harder. Let's see if this zap skip works out for Joonie. Nope. Will he try again? Also nope. Just gonna missile through. And with charge wave, that's perfectly fine. Alright, so 29, that's 31 supers missing. So that means Joonie will have to do 62 charge shots. Crouch is a higher starting position, not more speed. Alright, so it's not what I said, but the same thing that I assumed would happen if you do it from a crouch. Oh, this looks good for colors. Ah, gets too far to the left again, but maybe this is salvageable? Ah, didn't get the second springboard jump in. Joonie opted to shoot all his ammo and then changing into the charge shots. That way you don't have to do any annoying math. Can just keep shooting. Shoot first, solve equations later. Here we are, catch-up phase. So 30 more shots max. One of those catch-ups could delete 6 energy tanks from Joonie, so he still has to be present in this fight. Oh, onion rings into ketchup. Mother Brain pulling out all of her arsenal there. No stand-up. Probably just not worth it with charge wave. Also, you get to have a little break. Come on, Colors, I want to see you get this before Joonie finishes. Be strong, chat. Baby's about to die. Metroid lore, am I right? Alright, Colors again taking a small break here, and last time she did that, she got the double springboard jump after that almost immediately. While Joonie is escaping the exploding planet. Pretty much a standard escape here. The only thing different is that if you fail your spark up climb, then you won't get another chance. Because there will be rising acid or something and you can't charge a spark in there. But Joonie not going for any beefy spark shenanigans, doing it the safe way, just sparking up the very right. That's him in landing site. That's Joonie on the ship and finishing with an official time of 1 hour 39 minutes 20 seconds. GG's. Upon seeing this, Carlos DNFs from the race, has still a whole bunch of seed. Oh well, not actually a whole bunch of seed, but 2 more double springboard jumps in front of her, which probably makes her decide that. Also all the suitless Meridia stuff. So GG's Colors as well. So let's see if they want to come in for interviews. Next time, Vincent. So nobody coming in for now, just in case they didn't get an invite from SG. I sent some to them right now. And we're joined by today's second place finisher, a system of vibrant colors, GG's Colors.
GG's. We had a commentator the entire time. I was not even aware.
The entire time, I got called out by Kai why I wouldn't do this, and I had to say, yes, you're correct, I can do this. Because I only have to leave in an hour.
It surely is the best thing that happened to this tournament, huh? Thanks, Kai.
It's the second race of the tournament, I believe. So, yeah. And
I think so.
We're also joined by jooniejoone. Today's winner, Junie, GG's. That was pretty much almost flawless once again. I'm not hearing from Junie for now. There we go.
Hello. Sorry.
Hello.
I caught the last end of what you said. I didn't hear what you said right away. I
said pretty much GG's. You played almost flawlessly. That was really competent and well played. Very good again.
Oh, thank you.
To wrap up what happened in this race, the differences were Colors went into wrecked ship first. So she
God, really?
Yeah, she got her spring ball and then took her warrior suit directly to Ridley.
Yeah. And
so she got high jumped and was at that point actually in a pretty good position. You would have been more or less even Steven because Junie, you went into...
Yeah, do you know what happened?
I know what happened, yeah. What do you mean?
I need a new keyboard. That's what happened.
Really? Oh no.
Yes.
Yikes.
I was demonstrating on my stream. Look, do you hear me spamming the space bar right now?
Oh no.
And do you see that my menu is not changing? Yeah.
Oh no. So yeah, it would have been close, but Colors had serious trouble getting double springball jumps. So she took a whole lot of time getting out of Dragon's room, and after that, getting through Mount Everest. That's the one. And Junie,
I'm still there.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yes. Junie having a bit of trouble with a Dragon fight, actually. So,
yeah, I was so mad. This whole siege just made me mad. Like going up to wreck ship after the fact and finding spring ball and boots. I'm like, oh my god, are you freaking serious? So like that was God route. But I thought that I was doing the God route going down to Lower Norfair right away. And I was like, there's a 25% chance Dragon is down here. I'm willing to take that risk. And then it's Dragon.
And then you got bailed out by a pack of power bombs at the exit of Lower Norfair.
Yeah. I spent so long down there. So I'm like, okay, fine. I'll go down and do the Crystal Flash thing.
Yeah.
And so the first time... Well, I don't know what happened. Well, the first time I went in, I spent so much time farming in case it was Ridley and then it was Dragon. Then I went back down a second time, and just out of preference, I wanted to shut my wave beam off, forgetting that I'd lose my blue suit.
Oh no!
Because I didn't have speed.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like you're aware of that, right? Like.
I don't know. I don't. I usually never do that conversion of the CF suit into the other one.
Yeah.
So I don't know what can happen there.
If you don't have speed and you have a blue suit and you pause, you lose your blue suit.
Okay. Yeah, I did know that.
Yeah. So that's what happened. So I paused after I got the blue suit. I paused just to switch my wave beam off, just because I prefer to do the fight without wave beam.
Oh,
and then as soon as I paused, I was like, oh no.
I did not catch that. I of course knew something went wrong, and there's like a million kinds of ways this can go wrong, so nobody is really surprised if you have to reset that.
Right. Yeah. So then I went back down and finished it. But yeah, I was so mad. Like going up, first of all, finding Fantoon at Fantoon, and then also finding the boots and the spring ball up there. As soon as I found those, I was like, I'm gonna see this dot done any second now.
Okay.
From colors. Like, if she went up, like.
I don't think there was a god route in this one because both are fine.
Well, what was the problem with going up?
You get going up. You get your spring ball early. That's cool, but
and boots.
Yeah, you could have gotten them as well. I mean, they are both not a huge advantage if you know how to bootless lava dive and if you know those threads to get out of Dragon's Room. So you're still fine, and you can go to Fantoon afterwards. That's fine as well, in my opinion.
Okay.
So that's nothing that would be too much of an issue in a seat like this that takes 100 minutes. It's just a small difference in time.
Well, maybe I just need to calm down then.
Yeah, that's pretty much good advice for everything.
Yeah,
it wasn't noticeable that you were not calm or anything. All right.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else. I mean, I felt like I had trouble with every like major trick. Like I had trouble in the Dragon Room. I had trouble crystal flash clipping.
You needed 2 attempts for lava dive.
Yeah, the lava dive. Like every major point, I was like, man, I am just like bleeding time here.
Yeah,
but
I can imagine.
Ugh.
But it was
GG colors. This was fun. And Beamer, thanks so much for hopping on comms. Like I know this is a last minute thing, and I really appreciate that. I love your comms always. So like
thanks,
I'm excited to watch this back.
Thanks. Yeah, I had a whole bunch of fun doing comms for this one. I always love this tournament. Unfortunately, I can't be in it this year because I'm away in the next weeks.
Yeah, that's too bad. So just bad timing.
It's bad timing, yeah. I hope next year will be with me again.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah, this was an obligatory first round match between the two of you. This seems to happen every year. I don't know how's the record. How's the record between the two of you?
Lately, I think I've been coming ahead. Actually, we from the start of when I started streaming and playing this game, I could not beat colors. Like it was. I would beat her in like casual races, it was maybe 50-50, but every single formal race that we did just like colors, winning.
All right.
I think I've kind of taken it the last few though.
Pretty sure you took it last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
But we're very, very evenly matched. Colors and I are like, I'm always afraid to battle Colors. Colors is way underranked in the brackets this year.
Speaking of
honestly, I'm not sure about that, Joonie, because the problem right now is that I got injured on my shoulder. It makes it pretty hard to play Super Metroid.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate.
It's a handicap for sure.
Recover quickly.
Speaking of afraid, your next opponent will be Nick Player.
Yeah, I'm done. I tell this story every time I have to go against Nick Player. I tell this story. So the Nick Player came on three Hardway to Hells ago. I don't know, a few years ago, and I didn't know who he was. Nobody seemed to know who he was, and so like is this new player, new face, and it was my first match. Like it was the opening round, and I'm playing against Nick Player. And I'm like, okay, well, this will probably be a pretty easy win because like this is somebody that nobody really knows.
Nope.
And then he just smashed me, just completely destroyed me, like threw me against the wall and didn't even like look back.
Yeah, Nick was seriously good from the get-go, and he improved since then. So it's super scary.
So I think I mean, I'm definitely the underdog between the two of us. So we'll see what happens there.
Yes, everything, of course, still possible in these seats. Joonie, especially, you always have something in your back pocket, I feel. Like, there's, you know so much stuff that there's always something you can pull off that nobody else would have thought of. Yeah, we'll see what the settings are for that. Colors, you are not out of the tournament. You will be going into the lower bracket. And it might be against Dang. That's for now the only player we know will also be in the lower bracket, but could be somebody else as well. All right. I think we said it all. Thanks so much for the race. It was awesome.
Yeah, thank you. And by the way, thanks Kai for tracking too, and for organizing this.
Yeah, this tournament is organized by Colors, by you, and by Kai. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, I think we.
No, technically the tournament is organized by myself, Iron Rusty, and Kai.
And Iron Rusty. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Iron Rusty has been doing the heavy lifting in the previous years, honestly.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think he's in the tournament this time though.
No, because he had to be busy with a bunch of other things, so he's not fit this year, but I'm sure he will be back next year.
Rusty's life is stupid busy right now, so he's had to cut a lot of stuff in the Twitch world.
Real life, eh?
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of things that will happen soon, I guess, well, because I organize a tournament, I can tell you the next match of Hardway to Hell is going to be tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be Farfolu against Yonderlash, and unlike us, they're running a different preset. They're running the Rainbow preset.
Oh,
because we do have different presets every week.
Yeah.
It's just that people always pick the same.
So that one has beam doors. And anything else?
That's it. It's a very simple preset. It's pretty good for opening a tournament, honestly.
So that's gonna be softlock hell.
Yeah.
Those
but not as much softlock hell as Evil Eyes Lair, of course. That one's gonna come up later for sure.
Yeah, I am not a fan.
Thank you again for the commentary. Thank you again to Kaizenton for the tracking. Thank you to the SpeedGaming crew for reacting so quickly when we noticed that we were not ready in time to set up the episode and everything. Like, I see we actually got 3 people to help at the same time. Wow, thanks. Thanks a lot. Like, big thumbs up. You can see them with big thumbs up. I appreciate your help. I appreciate the streaming on SpeedGaming channels, of course. I'm very thankful to everyone.
For sure. Yeah, thanks a lot to all those helpful volunteers there at SpeedGaming. They are great. They enable us to do these races and have 2 runners on the screen at the same time, and for me to talk over it. Yeah, that just leaves me with be like Orange Gima and follow the runners. Follow Kaizenton. He does a lot of great Super Metroid stuff. I was okay, Beamer. See you next time. And take care, everybody. Bye.